I stuck my tongue out for a reason. When I'm concentrating, I stick my tongue out, or something like that. Money is making me fall behind, but that's okay, because I'm a little addicted to what I'm doing right now, and that if I didn't bring in my own cash, I wouldn't feel like I'm... Anyways, don't want to get into that. This is something that Jamie put out there the other day on Facebook, and I've been working on it for what usually takes me a couple of days over and over again. I'm now into a week, and what it is it's these numbers over here: 38, 33, 40. I'm just trying to see how I can get a better vision of it. 40. Let me put this up a little bit higher. Okay, and they're all combinations of 111, 111, 111. And the opposite of 111 is, at the seventh gate, is 666666, or bringing to the 10 world, right, would be 99999. So you're talking about Jupiter. It depends what gateway. It depends where you're going. Okay. If we were talking in Chaldean, the maximum you can have is 8. So it would be 7777. And that would be the gateway inside of Chaldean. If we're talking about 9, it's in birth, it would be 8888. And now we're the passage of a heaven. 8 by 8 is 64. By 8 is 480. 8 times 8, 8 times 64 is 480 and 32. 512, memory, right? 512 memory, 512. 514 is in Montreal, and we're talking about the sun now. And now if we half it, if we divide it by 2, divide it by 3, depending on what you do, is going to give us another story. 3 is creation, 2 is Venus with location. 2 and 1 go together. If you have 2, is it... I mean, I can do a lot of these things, but right now I want to do this because I'm not even sure where to go, which way to think, how I should format it. I'm doing this all alone, so I can change my mind and then go absolutely nowhere. Is my hair a mess? It's like all the gray is gone. It's the light. It's crazy. So what happens now is 3 and 8 is 11, becomes 2. 3 and 3 is 6. 4 becomes 4. And then it becomes this. To the 7th gate, 264 now becomes 513. 318 becomes 468. Notice the way 8 and 8 to the 7th gate stays the same. H and I, the heavens, the connecting worlds. The I, 2 circles over each other, creating the football between the 2 circles. That's the I created by 8 and 8. Now that would mean 4 circles. So when we put the 4 circles together, it'll now create this. Let me put it. How come my cameras? If I would put the 4 circles together, the question is, how would I put these 4 circles together? Right? How would I put these 4 circles together? Would I keep the circles? Hold on a second. Would I keep the circle like that? Is that the way I would do it? And then you would have, and this is where the FDL comes in, the fleur-de-lis, right over here. And if you really want to look at it, it looks like there's a duck going that way. You see the eye and the mouth, or the eye and the mouth going that way. At the same time, it'd be 2 of these, and it'd be look like a lobster looking right at us, right? And then from that, you get the bird. The seagull, see this little seagull over here? This is what it's telling us. Is it the same as above as it is below? I don't know yet. And then we'd have all of these, and then these would come to another design. I'm not sure which design that is. The same with another design that I was liking. Like if I would square in the circle, I would end up with this. Right? And then obviously there's going to be a letter from this. The same thing with the, you remember the E we did the other day? See, I can't do this, right? I wanted to do this better because the E has a short arm in it, right? So we would call this the digital time dots, right? Dot here, dot here. Actually, the dot would have to go here and here. You know, in the deck of cards, you have the 2 that's all the way at the top, and then you have the other part of the 2 that's the bottom, and then you have the card over here where it'd be the 6, the 7, and the 8 card where you have a dot here and a dot here. It's showing you where things go. I mean, here is the passage, here's on the inside, right? So if it would be the 2 card, it's showing you the passage on the outside. If you're talking about the 3, you're talking about putting a little dot over here. If you're talking about the 6 and 8, you're talking about inside the world. 1, 2, all the way down, and then you'd have this, and then you'd have E and E, or you'd have I, and then you'd have H, right? And then you'd have those 2 dots, like in the deck of cards. So I want to bring this, and there's more to do in this video, and Jamie brought this up, and it's been bugging me for a week. 168 hours in the week, 9 months or 9 days of 24 hours, the connection to the Mayan calendar. 357 is the clock, 57 is it's a movement, 3.75 is a movement, right? That means I would have to flip this over and put 7 and then 5. Nothing is simple. Everything has to be doubled up. Things have to be doubled up. They have to double up in order to recreate. In this world, they have to make the original world, then they have to have the in-between world, and then they have to have the next world, because if they want to change something in this world, they'd have to change it in the in-between world, overlap it, and then bring it into the next world, right? You just can't go straight on the cassette. It just doesn't work. I wish I can explain it. We're not sitting in a group. I'm here all alone. That's okay. I'm feeling good. 8:25, Earth, Heaven. 1, 2, 3, ABC, Beta, creation of Alpha, Beta. The 9, birth to the 7th gate. So I would be doing the O, X, O. X would be this, and O would be going all around number 2. 9, 15, 13, 7. Connecting the 7th gate into Mars, birth. AC world. How do we make, okay, so anyways, let me just going over things real quick. 1 and 6 is 7, 6 and 1 is 7, 8 and 8 is 7. Do you notice the way it just reversed all the numbers, how perfect it became to the 7th gate? 9 and 7 is 16, 1 and 6 is 7. See the way this one stood the same, right? 8 and 8 is 16, 1 and 6 is 7, 6 and 1 is 7. This one changes. The time clock, the moon time clock goes up and the next numbers go down. See the way these two reversed? And then when you bring it to the 10 world, I'm not going to bring it to 9, I bring it to 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. What would happen is 924 from over here now moves to the top. The 168 to the top goes here, and the 537 gets reversed. Now if I brought it to the number 4, there's just so many crazy things that happen. I don't know why. I don't know what it means. I don't know why it's perfect like that. It is what it is. And I'm not putting much time into it. Usually before I do a video, I would be studying it. Now I want to bring it to number 4. So we would have 3, 7, 5. We would have 4, 2, 9. Then we would have 8, 6, 1. You notice the way to bring it to number 4, everything just shifted over. 8, 6, 1 is now down here. Because you're going to get all the numbers anyways. I mean, if I wanted to bring it to number 5, if I brought it to number 5, this would be 4, this would be 8, and this would be 4, 8 what? Right? It would be 4, 8, 3. We want to bring this to number 5. So we're going to put 4 here. 8 and 6 is 14. Right? Let's just do it. Let's just do it. If I have to write out another page, I'll write out another page. want to bring it to number 5. 4 and 1 is 5. 8 and 6 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 6 and 8 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 5 and 9 is 14. 2 and 2 is 4. 9 and, sorry, that would be a 1. Do I have any of that erasey stuff? No. It would be 1. I want to bring this to number 5. So 9 and 5 is 14. I want to bring that. So that would be 7 and 7 is 14. And then I would get 2. So this is what this would look like. Bringing it to number 5, I get 4, 8, 6. See the way it makes this corner over here? And then bringing it, I get 5, 9, 7. And here I got 5, 9, 7 on the corner. And here 5, 9, 7 remains in the corner. 5, 4, 8. Do we get, now let's see, 4 and 1 is 5, 8 and 6 is 14, 1 and 4 is 5, 8 and 6 is 14, 9 and 5 is 14, 2 and 2. Wait, I was bringing it to number 4 or number 5? Number 5, right? So I've got a mistake in here. I'm not very happy. 5 and 9, this should be number 3. This is 1. This is 9. This is 7. Yeah, number 5. This is right. I got it all right. Right? I got it right. 3 and 2 is 5. 1 and 4 is 5. 2 and 3 is 5. 14, 14. So that would, the 14 would be DNA in the sun. If I bring it to number 5, it's the E world. So 4, 8, 6 goes here. 9, 5, 7 goes here. The moon, it stays the same. You see the way these three, they don't change. Then you have 7, 2, 1. Okay, 7, 2, 1. Creation of the red sun, alpha, beta. I don't know what it means yet. I want to do something else. I'm just going over this real quick. But this is what happens, how everything shifts with the numbers. I went with number 7. I went with number 9. Number 10. 7, 10, and 1. 1, 4, 7 is everything. Anyways, that's it for now. Definitely not happy with this video. Not happy with my explanation. I have to go over this and look at it until I get the vibration, until I get into it. Jamie, I want to really thank you for that. I need to know a little bit more where it comes from. I've seen that before, what you did. I need to see it again. I need to hear from you, whether you write it out, whether you send me somewhere. I want to know. The 168 hours in the week, the 9 days of the Mayan, 9 days, 24 hours. See, this is our 7-day week. This is the Mayan 9-day week with the 1-day link, giving it to the 10. Then this is the moon, okay, Nibiru, the AC connection, the time clock right over here. There's just so much. There's just so many numbers, so many combinations telling us stories. And I could just tell you this, it doesn't mean anything, but to me it does. There's another side to this world, and it's too bad that we can't communicate with each other right now to the other side. Somehow, one day we will. But I know that when you die and you're dead, you go to the other side, or you're released from this side, and it's like a spring reaction. You were never here. We're talking, imagine you die, boom, you're on the other side. This link goes all the way back. It's like a movie cassette, and it goes all the way back to where we actually are not living, and then we wake up in that pod or whatever on the other side and go, oh my God, what a dream I had. I was on planet Earth. I was a human light. I picked raspberries, and I screamed at them for ruining our water and throwing plastic into the ocean. I screamed at them because I was one of the 99%. It's funny how the 99% are screaming at the 1%. And the 1% is in control. It's crazy how private in the army, and you have absolutely zero privacy, that when things are general in the army, it's everything. And when it's corporal or corporate, oh my God, you are, anyways. Raphael, the hornblower, 7286, it is time for bed. I'm going to sleep in that room, and I'm going to take my little pill before I go to bed for my cholesterol, which I don't want to take, and I want to dream. In fact, I don't even want to dream. I want to go to the other side. I want to speak to the angels. I want to speak to the Holy Ghost. I want to speak to the spirits, because God is on this planet. You make the decisions. You are judging all the time. You, okay, because dog is backwards and we're always barking. We are the gods, the Holy Ghost and the Spirit, what runs everything. I am, who He is, but we must be the gods. And remember, I just saw a skunk tonight. One of my friends sent me a video that a skunk was on their balcony. Does anybody know what stripe is down the back of a skunk? Now, I don't know if all the skunks are the same, but there's one. Tell it to yourself right now. Say to yourself, I know the stripe that's down the skunk's back. And the stripe that is right down the center of the skunk's back is what color? Black. On each side of that is two white stripes. It starts out a line and then it spreads open and it comes back together like an eye. Thank you for watching this video.